Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon. It's Close Quarters, episode 3. I'm here, I'm Colin from the Quartermasters. I'm here this evening with Ricky Laing from Focus on Acupuncture and Craggs from Hidden Track Studios. Good evening. How's it going?
Good, yeah.
You all right?
Good.
Thanks for coming on.
Pleasure.
That's the dog. That's Otis. He just wanted to be in it as well. He doesn't really have anything interesting to say other than that, but that'll be it. Yeah. Where should we start? I kind of thought of this one as a sort of like a hidden gems sort of one, really, because a lot of the people in the Creative Court at the old High Street, they've got like a shop or a shop front or like a front, you know? There's a public facing bit of what they do, whereas you guys are kind of like a little bit tucked away, which is kind of nice and intriguing. So I thought it'd be good to, that's the theme anyway.
Yeah.
We just run with that, shall we?
Yeah, sounds
Sure.
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because you're on the old High Street. You're technically in the Passage, though, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm technically Old High Street. My address is Old High Street.
Cool.
But
Okay, cool.
as long as bands don't ever go to the Old High Street,
Yeah.
which most bands do. On the first day, we're driving down a transit van down the Old High Street trying to find the studio.
Can't do that now.
No,
Bollocks.
good. That's good. It's
That
good.
is good, yeah.
It's a good thing. I used to
Yeah.
get many a phone call at 10 o'clock in the morning
Really?
with a stuck transit van on the Old High Street. So yeah,
Amazing. Yeah, we can't do that anymore, sadly.
it's good. It's a good thing.
Maybe if you guys could just sort of say respectively, like, what you do, Ricky.
Sure, yeah. So as you say, my place is Focus on Acupuncture.
Yeah.
Been there for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, the name says it all, really.
Acupuncture.
Indeed, yeah.
Fantastic.
So I do, it's Chinese medicine, so a little bit of herbs, but mostly acupuncture. Treating all sorts of things, really.
Nice.
Pain, sort of emotional issues, insomnia.
Cool. And you are halfway down the old High Street, but you're like up.
Yeah, so I'm above what's now Ginger's, which is the fabric shop.
Cool.
It's been a few things, but at the moment it's what it is.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, people kind of know I'm there, but not really.
Yeah.
Which kind of works in a way because people are kind of chilling out, falling asleep on my couch. Don't necessarily want people ringing the bell. So it's kind of nice to be a little bit hidden.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it works well. People sort of find that even though we're not on the street, they sort of listen to the sounds of the street. And depending on what sort of people are walking by, it's a little bit soothing or it's like a little
Seagulls,
bit mental.
I guess, as well, always in the ambience.
Yeah, but no, it works well. Yeah.
Excellent. Oz?
Yeah.
Where exactly are you down the steps and
so
up
I'm
again?
I suppose my entrance is more towards Mill Bay.
Yeah.
But
sorry, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm an acupuncturist.
No.
I run a recording studio.
Yeah.
So I produce and mix bands from all over the world. I've been there at that studio for 11 years now. So I think I'm the second longest serving CF tenant.
Amazing.
Second to your last guest. So
that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good 11 years of change and stuff in the area. But so I have bands there and work remotely with people from America, from Europe, from all over. So yeah, it's cool. It works well.
How do they find you?
I've worked with a lot of people, and I think kind of it's a network thing. Yeah, I've actually never paid for advertising, which is weird. Nice. So I've been doing my job for 15 years, and work it's different kind of industries and stuff. Yeah. But I work with major label bands, and I work with unsigned bands, and work with mainly probably kind of indie level bands. So it's good, but people talk, and if you do a good job, people know, and that kind of thing. And
I'm a big believer in word of mouth.
Yeah.
Advertising doesn't appeal to me at all. I'd rather just do my thing and for it to be recognised and people to tell each other about that thing, and then for other people to go, can you do that thing for me?
It's just I think it's a lot more real, and I think I don't know. I think that's kind of why I'm still there after kind of so many years, and just only getting busier. Is because I think you can build up a network of people, and if you're good at your job and you love it, Ricky and I were talking earlier about kind of, the trials and tribulations of like kind of doing a job you love. And I think when you do love it as much as that, it shows to your customers, and then over time your customer base only grows, I think, if you really love it.
You get the clients that you attract the sort of clients that actually work well for you if you do that way.
Yeah.
If you're advertising, you're saying, come on, people will sort of go without really, they'll just maybe get taken in by the message rather than, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if it's someone that is been recommended by a friend, or they're a similar type of person, then when they come, you can get to a quite deep level with them quite quickly.
Yeah.
Without so it's actually, it makes the work.
Fewer barriers to break through, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
for
nice.
sure.
I definitely can relate to that. With obviously people are coming to work with me because they've either heard previous work or are coming on like from the strength of my back catalogue. There's just an instant level of trust there that kind of people will kind of come in not trying to kind of like tell me how to do it or what they think it should be done, more to say, well, what would you do? And when you have that attitude, what I do, that is the best. 100%. I think the best attitude to do, to kind of go in with. But like you were saying, it kind of.
It's nice if your reputation precedes you in a way, isn't it? Because you don't have to sell yourself or try and impress anybody.
Yeah.
You're having a conversation because they know you already, and it's like, okay, what do you want me to do for you?
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah, I think weirdly, I think it's probably very parallel to what you do as well, is that I think you have to, if you are working with someone who's not worked before, I do think you have to kind of make sure that they know that you know what you're doing, if you know what I mean. I think you have to I think a lot of it is putting people at, people at ease on in the first meeting or whatever. Yeah. And that sometimes can be kind of by being quite blunt and be like, no, I'm going to be taking control of the situation now. Sure. And I think by doing that, people kind of can relax a little bit and go, well, certainly in my field, people go, okay, he knows what he's doing, it's fine. And we can just think about playing or...
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, the people are bringing their songs, the music, the stuff they've collaboratively tried to create, and they're bringing it to you to finish and I guess polish and record. And with yourself, Ricky, I guess it's they're bringing their pain and their ailments and their woes and stuff. And
there's a lot of different levels to what people come for,
Yeah, sure.
They don't even maybe know half of why they're there in a way.
Yeah.
Some people come with... I've had people that have come for years, and the first time they come, it's because of a back pain.
Sure.
But then once you start talking to people, you start working with them, it's like, why have you got that back pain?
Right.
And those are the people that I can work well with, because Chinese medicine has a certain kind of depth to it that maybe Western medicine doesn't have, in that it's very... Western medicine is like, you've got this problem, you take this tablet, and it either works or it doesn't work, and we try a different tablet and we go like that, and that's it. But with the Chinese medicine, it's like, okay, why have you got this back pain?
Sure.
And then maybe it's like you've got a lot of stress.
So you're treating the source rather than the symptom.
Well, that's what you try and say in Chinese medicine, but the way it works out is the fact that you're trying to look at, how's your overall health?
Yeah.
Like how well do you sleep? What's your diet like?
The whole picture.
Yeah. Do you have emotional stability in your life? How grounded are you generally? And you can go that deep with people if they let you, but also if they trust you. Normally they come with something acute like a bad back or something, like I say. And if you fix that, then they trust you, and then you can go further.
Yeah.
And that's the thing where, because people talk a lot about holistic medicine, and that's how you get it holistic, is looking at the different levels that are involved, And then when you work with people on that level, that's when the job gets really satisfying.
Yeah.
And then that's when they definitely start bringing their friends.
Yeah, telling people. Yeah, absolutely.
Sort of
yeah.
And it just kind of goes from there.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And I will just say a quick testimonial. I haven't recorded an EP yet, so I don't know what
He's terrible.
Like.
Thank God,
can't sing. But Ricky did fix my wrist. I get like RSI in my wrist, like repetitive strain. It kind of runs in my family. My mum gets like rheumatism, and because I'm like doing a lot of mouse clicking and thumb, whatever that action is,
twisting.
Maneuvering, and every winter particularly, I do get like clicky. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, but it's not painful right now, which is great, because this man stuck a needle in there and fixed it. He took the pain away, which is great, genuinely. And it was 3-4 years ago now. I think it was one winter. It was probably about this kind of time. Christmas time, lots of custom orders, crazy busy, impossible to sit and rest at all. And I'd actually went to the doctor, which took a lot because I hate going to the doctor. And they gave me this like horrible like plastic brace thing, this Velcro brace, and it just made it harder and just uncomfortable to do the stuff that I had to do every day. So I got rid of that, and someone must have suggested I want to go acupuncture. And I thought, okay, there's an acupuncture guy 5 doors down from the shop. Go see him. And it was you, and I couldn't believe it was you because I'd seen you around, obviously, like from just being on the street.
Yeah.
And you turned out to be the guy, and it was quite a surreal experience.
Always.
Good surreal.
Yeah.
And yeah, you stuck like it wasn't just in the area where it hurt. It was like you explained about the channels and stuff like that. And he set light to one of them, and it was I put a picture of it on Instagram because it was just like the coolest thing. But when you hit the spot, it felt like something was kind of like a demon was being exercised or something like that. It was bizarre, and I remember because I laughed. I don't know whether many people have that reaction, but I just found myself laying there just going and it was wonderful because for weeks it'd just been like agony, and I'd reached the point where I couldn't work. And it was kind of like a last resort. I just really hoped it worked, and it did. It was amazing.
I've got a testimonial for Ricky.
Have you? Okay, great, go.
I think Ricky's got one for me.
Yeah?
I'm paying Ricky.
Okay.
Best producer ever. Let's remember that stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it was a similar story actually because obviously Ricky explained ahead of time, the channels and stuff.
Yes.
And, I'm open to all sorts of things. It was challenging for me to kind of go in and be told something like that and to try and take it on board.
Yeah.
Above kind of like you say Western beliefs or medicine or whatever.
It is a bit different.
Yeah.
And mine was a back issue, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it was from my left ear to my right ankle of needles basically. Okay. And he said it's a channel of energy, and then when you get it right, it will kind of your issue is basically on the channel is involved. And I remember same thing. He got to one place, and it was the last needle, and I remember you took a long time kind of finding the exact spot, and you put it in, and all the muscles in my back simultaneously tensed and then released. And I laughed and went, it's all it's all relaxed. And he went, yeah, that's the channel of energy. Yeah,
that's just amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. So it's a crazy experience to kind of really have to feel that yourself.
Yeah.
So
I always feel it's so Western medicine. You take paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever. It's so vague, and you take them, and you hope that the pain-killing aspect of that stuff knows where to go. It doesn't, does it? It just it numbs the bit in your brain that tells you you're in pain. It doesn't affect the bit of you that's hurting.
Yeah.
And whereas that's so specific and so targeted, which is
the crazy
surely
thing,
better.
I'm no expert on the subject, but the crazy thing to me is that when you read up about kind of independent tests on a lot of like pills and tablets and stuff, so much of it is can be the same results can be achieved with a placebo. So I think a lot of tablet stuff now is being proven by independent tests to be actually no better than a placebo.
Totally.
So
true.
Obviously Ricky's an expert.
I try and avoid them.
Wellness
A doctor told me once if you had ibuprofen for a while, if you took it long enough, it would just give you stomach ulcers. And I thought, okay,
swerve that one.
Yeah, so I really try not to. I do get periodic, every winter, so it seems I get like a sinus infection, so I take like a pseudoephedrine for that, which you go buy over the counter, but you can't take it for longer than a couple of days because apparently it's quite Moorish. It can end up being a lifestyle, so I try to avoid that if possible. But I'm like, again, it's not really targeted.
Does it help though?
It does, yeah. It's weird, yeah. If I kind of get to the point where I don't even want to come to work.
Yeah.
But then I have 2 of those and wash it down with a flat white, and I feel better than I do on any given day of the year. And I'm like super productive for about 4 hours, and then I'm like, no, I just want to die. It's awful. It's awful. So it's all obviously just an illusion of some sort. But it works. So it just but it's not good. Again, just medicine. So weird, isn't it? So abstract, and it's not really. It's probably doing more to your brain than the actual bit of you that needs the attention. And I think it was you that explained about
enormous,
when you the needles draw your attention to the. How is it? I can't remember. He banged like a jar. What's that jar? The singing jar.
I did some acupuncture out in Nepal, and I brought a singing bowl back. It's like a
singing
Tibetan,
bowl.
It's like a Tibetan
that was amazing.
Sound healing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're laying there. You got needles in you. All the pain's leaving your body, and then Ricky goes ding, and he floats this bowl over you, and you can just hear this sound, and you kind of zone into the sound, and it's just like super relaxing and super weird, but again, good weird. And I've actually recommended the experience to a lot of people.
Yeah. No, thanks.
So how did you get into that? Was that like a
acupuncture as a whole?
It just happened to you so you've been there since 2011. Is that right?
No, that was when I qualified acupuncture.
Okay.
I've been on the street since about 2013.
Okay, so about the same time the Quartermasters opened.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing this place.
Yeah.
When it got, because I was like trying to get on the street, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh,
but it wouldn't. It's you can't have people walking by when people are lying down.
No, you can't do it straight level.
You need to be
up.
I
get that.
Yeah. But I think it is about the same time.
Did that path find you, or did you just kind of go?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Well, when I was younger, I was just kind of in bands doing music.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
That's some music, mate. Yeah.
Tell me about that band. Tell me about those recordings.
That's how me and Oz know each other.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Wait, you guys know each other already?
What year did I come to your?
I think 2004. I think 2003, 2004.
So this is pre-hidden tracks in your mum's house in Deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my old band, Jerris, recorded an EP at your place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we met, and it was like a really important actually in my career as well, because you guys were doing really well at the time as well. So it was an important. It was your second release, wasn't it? After the album, you'd done an album, and it was a kind of the big second release after the.
Yeah, I think it was after the album. Yeah.
So there was a lot of pressure on to kind of do something for me, kind of because I loved the album as a fan anyway. So I kind of felt a lot of pressure.
Can people go listen to that? Is it on Spotify?
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. That EP. Has a name.
So
the band is Jerris, so Jairus. Yeah. Okay. But the name of that EP?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question.
Because I always called it the Jerris EP.
What year did you say? 2003,
2004.
Okay. So good 15 years.
But you were already in business recording stuff, or you just did
maybe it was 2004. I don't know. We need
something like
terrible.
that. Yeah,
it was around that kind of time. But I started in a studio in Deal where I was kind of like learning and being trained as a T-boy and had the old school thing.
You from Deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I moved there when I was 2, so I kind of grew up there. And then I left there when I was 17, 18, thinking I knew everything, and decided that I could do it on my own. I rented my parents' garage off them. I used to pay them money for using the garage, and I had a partition wall put in, and had some cables run through to an office or an extension, and that became my studio, and recorded some local bands. And got to record Ricky, and it was really cool.
So you must have had a good reputation even on like a low key local level.
Yeah.
Otherwise they wouldn't have heard about you, right?
Yeah, well, how that came about was the guitarist in Jerris, Ricky's old band.
Yeah.
Is still one of my best friends, Dan, who also is a producer now as well.
It's Dan Lucas.
Dan Lucas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
So he had been playing drums in a band who I can't remember the name of, but I'd recorded them.
Old to remember names,
and I'd recorded them.
Were these like punk bands or? Yeah, Jerris is kind of hardcore, right? Post-hardcore. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a screamy thing.
Screamer.
Yep.
Was that?
He's had some cleans as well, though. That EP went a bit cleaner and lighter, didn't it?
Yeah, I would say so. I think the sort of screamo thing was.
It started a bit shouty, but then it got more melodic as time went on, didn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think you could say that. I think that when we were, because we'd done the album and that was a bit more straight up, hardcore, and then we got older, so we're trying to be clever.
How's that working out for you?
More deep. But yeah, no, it sounded good, and it was like I think it was like a strange. I don't think it came out on the right label. Thinking back,
really,
but the actual recording.
You guys toured though, right?
Oh, we did a lot of touring. Yeah. Around that time,
like all over.
Yeah, all over Europe. We did Japan and all that. Yeah, all around that time. So a long time ago now.
Yeah,
but there was a group of bands from this area. Folkestone's like a small town, but there were loads of really good bands that came out of it.
Kent's always been like that, and it still is like that.
Right.
It's just it's a little kind of, I don't know what it is, pressure cooker of incredible bands.
Yeah. Because at the time, were you in Cubic then?
Yeah.
I can't remember the timeline.
Yeah, or maybe I was playing guitar in another band. Yeah, I'm the same. It was a bit blurry.
Yeah, but Cubic was another like huge band that came out of here.
Was it Space Division?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Play bass.
Amazing! Wow, that's so crazy. That's reminding me of stuff that happened. Like, it feels like another lifetime ago. To be honest, I had no idea. Is it weird then that happened?
Stripes Club.
Yeah, Stripes Club era,
Great
right?
Shows.
From 15 years ago in your mum's garage to now, is it weird that you guys are both on the old high street in Folkestone? How's that worked out?
We both played bass.
Yeah. We're very close as well on the street, but like you think we'd see each other more than we actually do. I think we're both in different. I think Vicky's more of a day dweller and I'm more of a night dweller.
We're both quite holed up in there as well. Once people are in, then you just in there.
Yeah, you lock down. Yeah. But no, it's awesome. It's.
I was really excited to know that you guys knew each other actually, because I obviously see you both separately, and we see each other getting coffee. We bump into each other in Steep Street. We've ended up having like little chats like I do with most people in the shop, but you guys have been like definitely up there in the most intriguing people that have wandered into the shop that I've had intriguing chats with.
I think it's cool that we've actually experienced each other's businesses as well. Which is
that's
rather
really
than
nice.
Kind of like legit kind of customers of each other.
Yeah, totally.
So that's kind of cool.
So you can fully endorse each other and stuff.
Yeah, I'm more every time I see us, I'm like, I'm going to bring I do a bit of electronic music now. I'm going to be like, I'm going to bring something in. And I've been saying that for about 5 years. We're going to do that at some point.
Eventually. We'll do my EP as well. It seems like, get my vocal training down and stuff.
Yeah, get your sinuses sorted out and then maybe some vocals on
there. Dream, man.
Yeah.
So you know, obviously Jez, who does the sound for this podcast.
Yeah.
Because you
produce this band. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What for someone that doesn't know anything about music?
Yep.
What does that involve? Like producing a band?
With Skies, telling them how to. No, I ain't joking. They're a great band. It really does depend on what the band want, because there could be more of an engineering role, which is just people have songs that they like and they come to me and I set some microphones up and press record. Yeah. And then that's that. That doesn't happen that much anymore. I think the longer you do it for, you kind of get known for having a thing, or like knowing, and you know what works better, so you can advise people. And then I think the kind of best relationships with artists and clients that I have, like Skies, are the ones where people are really open to, involvement and kind of my opinion is like important to them. I think we've done 3 or 4 records together now. So 3 or 4? 3.
Hey,
3. Getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. And you're also in a band.
I'm in a band. Yeah.
That's something to do with the Rhino.
Oh yeah, silly name.
Yeah.
One of them silly name bands.
No sillier than any other band name.
I have a history of terrible band names. I don't know why that is.
Quite long band names.
Yeah, dreadful.
Yeah.
Dreadful.
I think
Feed the Rhino. It's definitely up there with the worst. It's dreadful.
That's alright.
Dreadful.
What would you call it?
I mean, don't ask me. I play bass. The funny story of Feed the Rhino, this is a true story. I've kind of wound up the rest of the members about many times, but I wasn't the original bass player. They had another bass player in the first 2 shows when they got started, and my old band, which had a similarly dreadful name, we were playing an all day kind of those kind of hardcore all day festival things.
Yeah,
and we were playing one of them. And someone had said to me, you need to check this band out. They seem pretty cool. So I'd gone in and watched. I remember kind of watching them going, I really like this. It's actually like, a bit of me. Yeah. And looking down the list of, 20 bands on a all-dayer kind of sheet. And I genuinely remember seeing Feed the Rhino and thinking, please don't be that. That's so bad.
Really?
I want that to be a band I don't like.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that was it. Yeah, then I ended up playing in that band. So yeah, it's been 10 years of my life having to explain why I'm in a band with such a terrible name.
What's the music like? Is it good? Or?
I think it's okay.
We've got to do some touring and stuff though.
Yeah,
so cool.
We've it's been as kind of Ricky and I have alluded to, we've both been playing the music for a long time. We've been in bands, and I started kind of playing in bands and touring when I was 15. So been at it a while, and this is the band I suppose got to achieve things that I never thought I could. So Reading main stage, and
that's immense, man. That's really good.
Yeah, it's been cool, and Maid of Vale, and BBC Live Lounge, and all those kind of things, and got to do some cool things, and it's been cool, and got to tour a lot of incredible places, and
nice.
As has Ricky, and it's a weird one with touring because it's kind of not like travelling; it's the opposite.
Nice. It's different. Yeah, when you travel afterwards, it's never the same, because when you tour, you're with people from that place. They take you around. Yeah, and you somehow get a layer underneath.
Yeah,
the normal
one layer down.
One layer down. Yeah, Inception references.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so what was interesting is I'd seen you loads. We actually got talking properly at a Skies gig back in June of last year. And we realised we kind of like similar music.
That's right, yeah.
Similar to when I was sitting there with a load of needles in me, we realised we liked the same music as well, which it sort of worked out really well. And then I kind of, every morning, when I'm kind of waiting for the coffee to boil, there'll be, and it's weird because I'm not a musician at all, but there'll be a riff in my head or a little chunk of a lyric, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I'll find it, and I'll bang it on, and it's something like, usually something quite heavy, just kind of kickstart my day. I'm like, oh, who's gonna feel this? And somewhere like my brothers or something, and I'll send it to them. But you guys have been like the kind of people I can send that kind of shit to first thing in the morning. Yeah, which is lovely for me. Honestly, it's wonderful. And you have sent me some amazing stuff recently as well. And we should probably shout them out. Actually, what was that band?
You Win Again Gravity.
You Win Again Gravity.
Yeah,
I really like
good
that.
Name.
That's
great
like
band.
that's decent. That's 4 words to the name, so lengthy.
As soon as you have 4 words, it's all right again.
Is it?
3 words is.
I thought 3 words was sort of key.
No, 3 words is amateur. Yeah, 3 words is amateur.
They're in my heavy rotation now.
Yeah, they're really, incredible.
I don't know. What sort of thing is it?
It's nice.
It's like kind of like that kind of like indie math rock stuff that similar to the BSM bands of kind of but mixed with really heavy stuff as well, like Deftones and that mixed together.
Deftonesy, there's carnival-y elements as well.
Really technical but heavy, really but nice. Mellow, and
really
they blend a lot of things. 3 guitarists, really cool band.
3.
Yeah. So we both went to see Perfect Circle a few months ago.
Yeah.
Nice. Should we talk about that?
We can talk about that. We can gush.
Me and Ricky believe we were also at the same Tool show. Like in 2004.
No, not even that. 2001. 2001, I think.
Yeah.
It was the Lateralis tour.
Which is mad, isn't it? Yeah, Lateralis, yeah.
That's one of those shows
I
that
saw
you get
Perfect
crowd to be
Circle. Perfect Circle in the year before that.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2000. That would have
was that at the like Elephant and Castle or something
like
that?
Tiny little venue, yeah.
I missed that
I
one.
hear stories,
Yes.
You hear stories of bands that you love kind of playing. I remember there's a band that I love called La Dispute, and I kind of got into them a bit late because everyone had been recommending them to me so much. You're going to love this band, you're going to love this band.
Yeah.
I kind of, for some reason, I've not avoided them. And
because everyone's telling you.
I'm
right?
terrible for that. Yeah, terrible for that.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
And I checked them out, and I was like really into it instantly. And I realised that like 6 months before they'd played at like, or a year before or something, they had played in like literally a bar in Canterbury, like to about 20 people.
Amazing.
And then I had to go and see them in front of thousands and stuff. But it's crazy that. That they were there, playing a floor show to like nobody in Canterbury. I would love to.
Apparently, Biffy Clyro played the Harp Club back in the day when they were still.
Yeah, or Lanterns.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. Enter Shikari played Lanterns as well.
Yeah. I guess you got to put in the legwork as a band to.
I think it's one of those spots as well. There's a venue in Dover called the Booking Hall, which are doing really well, getting some huge bands through, and why it's working and why I think so many good bands have passed through Folkestone as well is this, we're on the gateway of Europe here, so you're going out to do a European tour or coming back from a European tour, the first spot you land or the last spot you leave is going to be here. If you can get a show on it,
why not?
It just makes sense. you know,
definitely
pays for your hotel at least before the day before you travel. So
yeah,
you know, so
Bursting.
Big fan, Colin.
I've never stayed at the Bursting. A good friend of mine, stayed there for a couple of months, and they apparently be at the same room for a little while, and then they'd shift him around, and so it was a little home away from home.
I have my bands that clients of mine stay there sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah.
They all come up here, and you can tell they're a band, not just because they're with you, but they kind of, it's great. From my little vantage point, I can see people walking up the old high street, and sometimes there's a cluster of 4 or 5 guys, and I'm like, where is he? There he is. There he is. Oz is amongst them, and I'm like, yeah, it's a band. You can tell when a bunch of guys is a band. It's weird. They have that look.
Same hair, all got the same hair.
There's some interesting beards going on, and there's hair, and it's good. It's great, to be honest, because they tend to come in here and buy shit from here.
Well,
so that's
you
great.
and I share a mutual love of Steep Street, don't we? So
yes, yeah, definitely.
Are you a Steep
Spend
Street?
way too much money in Steep Street.
Yeah.
We say too much, but I spend a lot of money in Steep Street.
Same,
He loves the peanut butter bars, right?
Oh yeah, so much.
Yeah, if you have 2 in a day though.
Yeah.
I find I'll get it to a point now though, shout out to Steep Street. I find that I want to pick the ones I want sometimes. I see a real good one in there, and
when they know you, they'll give you the broken one. That's like twice the size.
Yeah, because it's all kind of.
But then you got to learn to put half of that away. It's nice.
How? Your background in Chinese medicine is giving you such discipline, man. I can't compete with that.
But for the first half an hour, right? Yeah.
How do you get on with the old the Black Forest Powerballs?
I like them.
Big fan.
Sometimes of an afternoon, if I'm over coffee,
they're a big pickup.
Yeah, I go 2-3 o'clock. I'll get a Black Forest hot chocolate.
Oh,
and a Black Forest Powerball. It's my Black Forest combo.
What's the Black Forest
hot chocolate?
What's that?
I think it's sometimes they put beetroot in it, so that kind of makes it help because that's only 5 a day, right? And I think it's got this cherry syrup or something.
That sounds pretty.
And I don't know, it works. It's probably I'm getting more of a sugar hit, I guess, than caffeine.
Have you ever on the podcast talked about the cold Colin?
No, I haven't. No.
Do you want to maybe?
I hadn't even thought about that actually since summer. We probably should talk about that. That did kind of become a thing for 5 minutes in the summer. But yeah, it's like Hope and Courtney, they mungered this thing, and it was just, I don't know, they read my mind one day. I'd got in there after a workout, and I needed caffeine and also protein, and it was hot, so it was like a flat white, I guess, but cold, and they put peanut butter in there, and oh man, I've got
chocolate powder as well.
I think so. Yeah, it's just really good, really good. They blend it, and so I was posting about that, and it became known as the Cold Colin. So I'd go in there and say, "Can you make me one of those? The thing that you did before." And they go, "Oh, Cold Colin." So sweet, there's a name for it, thank God. And it was amazing, and people started ordering it.
I think I had one once, much to Courtney's and Hope's chagrin.
Super good. Yeah, I don't know if it's healthy.
There's definitely some legwork involved from them, so shout out to
it's
those
effort.
guys.
It really is. Yeah, it's probably like most things, like most bespoke things you order from a cafe, it's going to be a pain in the arse.
There's a big queue after you, basically.
Yeah, always. Yeah. So it's probably a shout out and an apology. Actually, sorry guys. Bands, music, the travelling you did independently from the band.
Yeah.
Can we touch on that a little bit?
Sure.
What happened? Were you just soul searching, or what happened? How old were you in those times?
It was in the band times, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
But
I have no idea the chronological order of all the anecdotes that I've kind of gleaned from you guys.
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of travel with the band, and I guess I got a bit addicted to travelling.
Yeah.
And not sort of staying around.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. No, I went out to Australia and then like Asia, Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And then came back from Malaysia without flying at all.
Wow.
So right across land, all Southeast Asia.
All the way back to hit.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of land.
To the Channel Tunnel.
Of land.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, when you get a coach, if you get a coach through the tunnel,
yeah,
they're not allowed to let you out at the Channel Tunnel. So if you're from around here, they drive the coach all the way to London.
Right.
And then you have to come all the way back. So I just went in the garage and just hid until the coach drove off. And then you wait around and then you say, "Oh, I'm lost now. My coach is gone." And then the security get you and take you to the gate and just drop you off.
Amazing.
That mad roundabout up by.
That's a good life.
That is a great.
Yeah, that saves like 150-mile round trip.
Yeah, I'd done I think 45-hour coach from Lithuania at that point, so
wow,
I was all good about just sitting around for a while.
Yeah,
but you know the guys with the massive assault rifles that go around the Channel Tunnel security, they're the ones that pick you up, so you get this like escorted thing, and then they kick you out of the roundabout. Yeah. Luckily, someone lived right near that roundabout in Frogholt, and I was done. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
But yeah, it was a big trip. I did that Trans-Siberian train where you sit on the train for 6 days through Mongolia.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
A lot of drunk Russian people in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're quite fun.
That's just like a famous journey to do, isn't it? I love the fact that still exists.
Yeah, because if you pay an agency, it costs you like hundreds. But I sorted it out myself in Beijing. Yeah. And you have to sort out the visa and stuff. It's about 150 quid to go all the way from Beijing all the way to Moscow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Again, that's like an incredible...
Moscow is the scariest place.
The planet, isn't it?
A lot of miles.
Yeah. It was, yeah. Well, like 6 days on the train, and the food is... Oh, it's like... If you eat on a train, it's expensive, isn't it?
Sure.
So I just took a load of hot noodles. And obviously there's not a lot on me anyway. Okay. So by the time I got there, I was fairly emaciated by the time I got to Moscow. And then I've travelled a lot of places, but Moscow is the only place where it's quite scary. The police are quite scary there, and all sorts of things happen.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been to Moscow. All I know is that the buildings are kind of pointy and sort of onion shaped.
Yes.
The Kremlin.
Yeah, I'd be terrified to go there. To be honest.
It was pretty full on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard there's.
Did you tour? Have you toured there? You've been
we've
there?
never. It's the furthest.
Do bands go there to tour?
Poland is the furthest east I've gone. I think. Is it? So yeah. I've not quite made it to.
Did you get some good tour food at Poland shows?
It blurs together so badly. This is the thing. I wish I had an anecdote for every country, but after a while, it kind of becomes like. Yeah. I think I remember. I remember my Polish memory is potholes on the road.
Right, pretty good.
Terrible, dreadful. Wow. Nice buildings.
Yeah.
Nice buildings and potholes.
Just
but
stay in
this is the thing, you know,
anywhere.
if you're there for a day and then you're coming back and then you go to Germany, Austria. You're doing so many like trips, you don't even know really what country you're in half the time until you get to the city. Yeah. So
how do you used to get between the shows then? You drive in like a bus or a like a coach thing, or
it was just generally split of vans, so it was just the standard kind of band in a van type situation. We had one really old red van that we did 2 tours with, which we hired off our friend's band from Kent called Breaking the Day. I don't know if you remember those guys, but they're a good band. But we hired their van off them when they weren't touring, because we were doing so much at that time as well. We were constantly on the road, so it made more sense for us to drive ourselves or get a friend to drive for us and hire someone's van. And I remember once we did a 5-week tour with Gallows in Europe, all Europe, and the first day we got to France and the starter motor broke on the van, so we bumped the van for 5 weeks.
Nice.
Which is bumping a transit
massive van. When you're hungover, and you're like, nah. We'll just live here now. Yeah. Just live here, it's fine.
We bumped it. You know the square in Amsterdam. You've been to Amsterdam, right?
Yeah.
You know the famous square.
Dam Square.
That's the one.
Yeah.
We bumped our fully loaded transit van in that square with about 1,000 tourists, kind of like.
They should have helped out.
Just everyone was just filmed. Everyone just their camera. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a funny. But it was good. It's, but I'd love to have hear a lot of crazy stories about Moscow and Russia and. From people that are
corruption is pretty serious.
And
then the people were nice, but just had a bit of trouble. But it's probably because I didn't eat for about a week and I was just a bit out of it. But had to pay some money.
Yeah. This is the thing I hear. Yeah, this is the thing I hear. They hear a British accent. You're paying.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then I got dragged into a card game in the train station where it's about $2,000 on the table.
Ooh.
And they're going like, credit card. Where's your credit card? Because I happen to have the best hand. And I was just like, mate, I've got no money. I've been travelling for like 8 months. You can have my bank card if you want. It's just an overdraft anyway. Do you know what I mean? But it was.
Did you get paid out from that game?
No, I didn't. I just threw the cards down face up because it's like it's got to be a black. Even if you think you've won, surely not.
Yeah.
Do you guys miss that lifestyle? Like that kind of being on the road, being somewhere weird, that kind of... Because you are in a survival mode, I guess, aren't you, when you're travelling? Especially if you're on your own and you're somewhere weird.
Yeah, definitely miss it.
Yeah.
Definitely miss it, but not in a way where I'd actually want to do it now.
That is the best.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I'm still playing in my band. Kind of, it's
Sure.
not as we're not touring or doing half as much as we did.
Sure.
But we still play a lot of festivals and stuff. So I kind of get to dip my toe, but the same, it's more fun to sit here and talk about the stories than it is to live the stories.
To go back there.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I cannot tell you. We joked before we started filming about this as well, but the reality of touring is Ginster's pasties and sleeping on floors. That is really the actual reality of touring as a band. So,
so glamorous. Though.
Do I?
You've got to get the best bit of
pasties.
floor as well.
Yeah,
it's like it's ruthless. Like
every man for himself on that floor.
Yeah, the thing is, you got to get a bit drunk to fall asleep on the floor. But if you're too drunk, you get the worst position to sleep.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So you got to really balance that.
You don't want to be by a door. That's what I've always learned. Is you never want to be the one by the door.
Yeah,
because you're getting kicked.
Oh, definitely.
And the draft.
Yeah, that's very true.
There's going to be so much take-home value, hopefully, from this one. So much
life on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat ginsters, though.
Don't sleep by a door. No ginsters.
We're not sponsored by ginsters on this
food, man. No, do not. No. Cool. I guess we should... this has been great, guys. I feel like we could do this for hours, but... In the interest of, length and conciseness and not kind of like boring people or overdoing it, maybe we should just kind of call it a day.
Cool.
Yeah, if that's good. Is there anyone you want to shout out or anything quickly? Say hi to anybody or anything like that?
Well, if you say no now, it sounds terrible.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, because the people that they care about, they're like, oh, he's going to say me. They're going to be like, oh, I didn't say anything. It's okay, we're not going to do that. Forget that. Thank you so much for coming on. Because if I had to do that, I'd ruin that. So yeah, thank you so much for coming.
It's been a pleasure. Had a great time.
Ricky Laing, Folkestone Acupuncture.
Woo!
Thanks, mate.
Was Craggs from Hidden Track Studios, reaching out and fixing people with sounds and needles and stuff.
Cheers, mate.
That should be your slogan collectively.
Sounds and needles.
Yeah. No.
So there's a business.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Close Quarters, episode 3. Thanks very much.